to come back. We had to have a quick break because it was getting good. It was getting spicy. So we're going to hop into it right now. Next question is, and this is for the fellas, put your ears on, like Marty Moore used to do. Put your ears on like this because they finna drop knowledge on you. I'm going to shut up because I wish I had a notepad because I could take notes myself. Ladies. Question of the night from the fellas. Why do women cheat?
I got the answer.
Whew.
We don't. Next subject. Boom. Okay. So,
lies.
Lies. Don't
what cheat. Flag on the play.
Yes, we do the cooking. Yes, we do the cleaning. Okay.
False start. Ladies.
Okay.
Let's run that back.
Okay.
So you want to kick it off, Shafiah?
Well, if I were to cheat,
right? What you heard before? No.
So I guess you could say I cheated once.
But it wasn't. This ain't no confession.
But no. But because to keep it real though, like, but it wasn't a sexual thing though.
Mm-hmm.
It was like toward the end.
Define. So I'm gonna start off. Define cheating for you.
So to me, the reason why I say that, I guess I could say that I did was because it was like toward the end of my marriage, I already knew that it was going south. But it was an emotional thing. It wasn't, and it was because at that point in time, like I was trying to fix my marriage, but he wasn't paying attention, and I was taking care of the kids and doing all this kind of stuff. And I met somebody that, we just started having this, basic conversation. Mm-hmm. But then, it was like, oh, you so beautiful and you so smart, and stuff that I wasn't hearing from the person that said that they loved me, that I was with. And so our conversations became more frequent, and it was more of it was kind of like a fantasy thing. Like, well, if we was together, then we would be doing this and we would be doing that. And the reason that I call it cheating, because I was creating an emotional bond with somebody that was outside. It wasn't something that I would be able to tell my husband about.
Right.
And so I feel like if you can't tell the person that you're in an intimate relationship with what you're doing with somebody else, that's cheating, because you're creating a bond that can interfere with the bond that you have with somebody else. Yeah, and so it was it improved our relationship to a degree because I was more happier. He didn't know why I was happy. Yeah. He just knew that I didn't have a long face anymore. But this person was feeding a need in me that I had, because I was already feeling so down and I was feeling like I wasn't worth anything. But this man was telling me, oh yeah, you got kids, but you look beautiful and you smart and you. And he was feeding something in me that was empty. So I think that's when you cross that line, and I'm thinking it could have crossed the line at some point if I didn't have a certain moral code. But I think, people like, oh, that's not cheating because I'm just, inboxing them, or I'm just talking to them, or we just meeting up having a drink. But it's the bond that's created that crosses that line. That's when it becomes cheating, because you're taking something that doesn't belong to you. You're stacking the deck. When you think of somebody that's cheating in a game of cards, they're stacking the deck in their favor. So if you're not giving that person that you with all that you're supposed to give to them, you're cheating.
Okay. I like it. Chris and Michelle?
I think, and I was previously married for 20 years. Prior to that, I've always been in relationships probably since I was like 14 or 15, long-term relationships, right? But I can say for me, the times that we can say cheated, definitely emotional cheating, was when a void was not being filled. I didn't feel a void. A big thing for Kristi is safety. I need to feel safe. And I think a lot of men just assume safety with, I'll let nothing physically happen to you. But I need to feel safe in all areas. I would like to be emotionally safe with you. Yes, of course, physically safe. We all want that. But I need to feel emotionally safe with you. For me, it was the things I think that that started the relationship. You know, when you're in that honeymoon phase, you know, you all over each other, you sending cute little text messages, you know, throughout the day, or you maybe calling throughout the day. You know, those things that got you those butterflies. I think kind of for me, when those things stopped and life was happening, you know, children entered the picture, jobs entered the picture, life just entered the picture as you're continuing with a relationship. And then I think it fell into, well, I already got her. You know, my money come here. I come home every night. And I mean, yeah, that's great. Your body is here tonight, but where's your mind, dude? So I was left with a lot of idle time. I will own up to the fact I'm not a woman to be left with a lot of idle time. I'm not. I'm a successful overthinker. I successfully overthink and overanalyze, and I hate that for my partners, right? Like, it's not something that I love to have, but what I say is that I identify that as a great trait in my work field. It's horrible in personal relationships, right? Because I'm thinking of every scenario, and it's because I don't have answers. There's already a void where there wasn't a void. Like we used to talk, we used to do this and that. And now on your way home from work, I don't even hear from you no more. Now you got to go run and do this, and I'm like, well, what's going on? So in my mind, I'm like, you moving different. So I used to bring it up, like, you know, I would bring it up. Why you doing this? And of course, you know, just push it off. It ain't nothing, you tripping. So I was like, I ain't stupid. And so for me, I would be like, oh, I got a hit on my inbox. While we used to ignore it, I would be like, well, hey, how you doing? You know, kind of like what you said. And then I would get the, you so pretty. Oh my God, where your man at? Oh my God, I can't believe, you know, just the shit you want to hear. Knowing in my brain, this nigga probably, it's a shit, like he's feeding me bullshit. But it still tastes good and it felt good, right? And so I think, and I'm just gonna speak for me and like most of the women in my circle, current circle, past circles, there are some women that cheat strictly for they just cheaters, like physical pleasure. But I would like to say 70 to 75% of women, it's an emotional void that we're not getting, that leads us to cheat. And you know, it doesn't have to be a physical thing. I think a lot of women, just like you said, you know, it's the emotional bond. It's you want somebody to tell you pretty. You know, you want somebody to tell you, damn, you look good. You still feel acknowledged. You still want to hear and feel those things. You want to know you important in the world. You know, my ex-husband he's a psalmist. He's a traveling psalmist. You know, that's what he did. And it's great. You know, we did that. You know, he would go and do whatever. And then it got to the point to where I was no longer being invited on the trips. And I'm like, oh, I can't go on a trip. I don't understand why I'm not invited no more. You know, so there was no rhyme or reason to that. And so I'm just like, well, what's going on? Is there somebody there? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like emotionally disconnect. Obviously, let me see what else emotionally I need to connect to. Now, physical cheating, you know, like the act of sex, I think sometimes when women get to that point, if it's not some kind of one-off, you drunk, you may have, you know, I don't ever think people sleep together by accident. I don't think anybody sleeps together by accident. I think unintentional sleeping together happens. You know, maybe somebody had too many drinks. Maybe, like you said, maybe you thought you was just going to have drinks with somebody, and you didn't have one too many, and one thing led to another, and then now you know, and then y'all end up having sex. You know what I'm saying? So those are those outliers, I feel like, but I don't think. I think by the time a woman cheats physically, she's already left the relationship emotionally and mentally. She checked out. That's when we physically cheat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not.
Let me catch you. Let me catch you right there, because what I thought you just said right there was important for men to understand. I thought what you just said that was very important. When a woman mentally checks out,
oh yeah, it's hard to get her back in.
So okay, now deep diving on that. Mm-hmm. Explain to I want y'all to explain to men when a woman checks out mentally, what does that do?
Who can I go first?
Because a lot of men because because a lot of men, like when a situation comes to a man, he think it's coming fresh.
Oh no.
What he doesn't realize is she checked out 2 months ago.
And here's the deal: she's been giving you warning signs.
And I didn't even get there.
Okay,
I didn't get there because while she checked out 2 months ago, 3 months prior, so that's 5 months. Yeah. Or let's say a year. She been telling you. And we were talking about red flags earlier. She been putting it out there, and you just been blowing it off, putting it off. Yep. Oh no, she okay. So when she finally got the courage, the strength,
that's a wrap.
To go ahead and get this uphill,
put stuff in order for the exit.
Yeah.
So, but hold on. Now, this is my thing, and I might, fellas, y'all gonna feel some kind of way about this, but y'all gonna be okay when the swiller go down. So when a woman tell the man, "This what I'm doing," boom, 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 and the man come to you, "Baby, please, I just love you, I just need you, this and this," and she got that face right there, y'all see it? And she just like, "No, I'm good, I'm over." You like, no, but what's going on? Why I can't do you? Now guess what? You done turn to the devil.
Yep.
You done turn to everything but a child of God.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What you never realized is, and you never went back and looked back and did self-inventory. Did I pay attention to the signs that was there? Mm-hmm. Did I pay attention to this woman? She had gathered enough strength and already got herself together to pass this message to me. Mm-hmm. Because, but when she passed it to me, I already knew what you was gonna do, say, act, and everything else. How you was gonna do it. So when you did that, so when you did that, I was just like, okay. That's cool. That's straight. I'm gonna be all that.
Cause when a woman loves you, she will go to the wall for you. She will. We can be in the backseat of a car. Yes.
No. We gonna go hard for you. Like you. I was like,
for real.
Like we're gonna make this shit happen. We're gonna make some shit shake.
Exactly.
But the minute we realize, this is my favorite term. The minute we realize you playing in my face with a Sharpie, nigga, fuck you and everything that looked like you and the horse that you fucking rode in on. Like, fuck you with a sick, diseased dick with no KY up the motherfucking ass.
Damn.
I'm so sorry for
all the nigga breathe.
He get breathing.
That's shit.
Like,
okay. So what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that by the time a woman, I'm gonna speak for Kristi.
Yeah, you are.
By the time for me,
you speaking.
Okay. By the time we check out all of it, because guess what? I feel like by the time I've gotten to that point, first of all, it takes me a while to even get to that point.
Because we done started the grief process.
What? I'm already.
We have to go through the hurt.
I have already. I've been while I'm in this relationship. I've already found me somewhere else to stay. I already started stacking my chips different. While I'm still making shit shake in this house, you ain't gonna never know.
Funeral.
I'm making shit. I'm not moving different.
Nope.
But guess what?
Because y'all don't pay attention well enough to know.
When it's time for the lease to be up, when it's time for this, and this, I'll be like, no, I'm going. I'm moving out, but I'm going this way. I didn't give you no warning, nigga. Have you been in the same house with me?
Exactly. Because we ain't dressing different. We not touching different. We are, but you don't know it. We not on you. And that's what we not touching you. We not cooking the same. We not dressing the same. We ain't breathing the same.
Oh, we are dressing different.
But you don't even.
Because I feel like a lot of men feel like. I feel like a lot of men forget what they have. Mm. That I'm the same chick that attracted you. But you, I think a lot of men feel like, well, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't doing nothing. She gonna sit around and wait. I can go do this and this as long as I come home, as long as this and that. And that woman gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that for a little bit. And then we're gonna be like, you know what? I ain't half bad.
But last time I went out with my girlfriends, there was a couple of niggas that was trying to holler, but because I'm
trying to be right. I'm good, you know what I mean? And so then you realize, you know what? Let me see what this fish hitting on you. And here's the deal. You don't want no new fish.
Don't. And
you don't want no new fucking fish.
I just want my fish to lay on the plate like he
God damn it. I done seasoned you. I done caught you. We done some cleaning.
Say that.
I done got you right. And now your ass
season you to the perfect.
Now you out there. And so anywho,
now that he got the garnish, he think, oh, this plate ain't good enough. Let me
that shit. And so now you gotta sit back and be like, oh, okay. But you forgot what attracted you to me in the first place. I still got that same mind. And another man, you forgot that another man looking at your chick, they not looking at your chick like, this is Peter's gal. They looking at your chick like, why the fuck that nigga always letting her out by herself? And this is what he's saying. If I was your man, you wouldn't be out by yourself. And guess what? The unfulfilled Kristi, who ain't had her man tell her she was pretty, who ain't had her man say, hey, put your high heels on and your red dress, let your hair down, put your wig on, whatever it is, and let me take you to the McDonald's, or let's just go for a ride around the neighborhood. Let's just go to the Discovery Park, the Green, and get a little picnic
at night.
So a picnic. I know we gotta find another word for that, y'all. Excuse me. I know we will.
A long lunch.
A long. Come on, friend, with a long lunch. Okay, and he can't say, let's go do a long lunch. And so, because he forgot, I feel like he kind of forgot what he had at home. And so as women, back to what you were saying, J. Dorsey, about, what gets us there is that we're going to take that for so long, and then we're going to realize, I think I'm the only one pouring in this relationship.
Yeah.
I'm the only one pouring. And my motherfucking cup is dry, and you would hope that your partner realize, damn, when was the last time? She used to do this, and this with herself, but she don't even do that no more. She used to, you would hope that somebody else would notice that live in the same house with you, or that you're with, and you realize, I'm the only one pouring in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what? Another phrase of mine, let me take this L. Let me go ahead and let my heart break. And then women, this is what we do, tell each other, okay, bitch, your heart getting ready to hurt.
Yep. Have that conversation.
You in the mirror, bitch, your heart getting ready to hurt.
Yep.
You knew you could have left here, and here, but you chose not to. Like, you're talking to yourself. This shit getting ready to hurt.
You ready?
What we not about to do, we not about to date nobody else. We might get our need met, but we gonna keep boundaries where it is.
Yep.
This what we gonna do. On this date, on this here, we're gonna go ahead and sign this lease over here. You got this over here, you're gonna call this. You start literally putting shit in place, and you start physically tearing away, and then you start emotionally saying, yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
And then the more you get comfortable with your plan, the more you start grieving the loss already before it's gone. That's how we can sit and tell you, you know what, after all of this time, I don't think this no longer serves me. Fuck you mean this don't serve me no more? I've been giving you my check. I've been coming home every motherfucking night.
I'm a good man.
I come home every night. And you're gonna be like, yeah, you do.
Your body came home
as your man.
And you're looking like, yeah, but you came home every night. But did you?
But did I pay attention to the subtleties? Mm-hmm. Did I pay attention to the?
And once we emotionally gone, it's hard.
But did I pay attention to the subtleties? Did I pay attention to the lack of dressing up? How you took care of yourself?
Or if she started dressing up?
Did I pay attention to if you started to dress up? Did I pay attention to our conversations and where the conversation was going? If they stayed at surface level, did they dive deep? Did I pay attention to our physical relationship? Where we just, when we see each other, just, hey, boo. Because initially when we met each other, we hugged each other, kissed each other, this and that. We had a handshake or something.
Or I'm just laying there and you.
Did we pay, but also, this is something I think is important. Did we pay attention to when our person, because before you got to where you was at, you did a last stretch.
Oh, I feel like most women is gonna do a.
You did a last.
Gonna do a last stretch before they entertain
exactly
somebody else in
Right.
their ear.
So my thing is from a man's point of view.
Before it dips into the emotional cheating.
Did I pay attention to when she reached out and said, "Hey, this me. I'm trying to reach out. What you need me to do? How we gonna do this? I want to do it with you. Let's do it together." Did the fellas, did the men, did I pay attention to and see that? Was I able to emotionally, intelligently recognize what she's doing? Mm-hmm. Was I on that level to see that?
Part.
Because guess what? She's telling me right now, without telling me, bro, this the straw that's gonna break the camera back if you don't see it. Mm-hmm. Because once you see that, like how they say now, I'm for the streets. After this, I'm for the streets. Right. Green phone ringing, green button.
And most of us, we'll be like, I just go in the house and hang out with my girlfriends when I need to. I'm not finna go back out there and deal with that same stuff because I'm not, because I could do bad by myself.
Oh.
And so,
when a woman realize I would be better off without you,
the glow up is totally different. You do stuff in 3 months that would have took you 1 year to do with somebody that you was with. And the thing that I've learned,
we don't mind as long as you can get some pay, as long as you can recognize and realize, hey,
but see,
I'm really sacrificing.
And I think the thing what happens, because now, what us as women, sometimes we don't totally verbalize what it is what we need. We'll say it. We'll do it subtly, and we'll drop hints.
We do want to be mind readers.
Because for one, we don't want to feel like we're begging you to pay attention to us. So we'll just drop us and be like, "Oh dang, I remember when you bought me flowers 10 years ago.
Girl,
I remember that time we went to our favorite restaurant that used to be our restaurant. Mm-hmm. Dang, it's been a minute since we've been out. We should do something like, oh, so what are you doing on Thursday? Mm-hmm. It'll be stuff like that, so we could be better at communicating exactly what we want. But the reason why we don't is because we don't want to feel like we're begging for your attention, because then if you do it, then we told you to do it and we don't really feel that it came from a sincere place. You just doing it so we won't get mad at you, so that we'll give you some, so that you can set the record straight and everything will be good in the house. But what I'm learning from the relationship that I'm in, we talk about this all the time, to date with intention no matter what. The same way that I'm scheduling to get my hair done, to get my nails done, to do this has got to be part of the plan. Yeah, it's not. We're not going to be in a relationship just haphazardly. Yeah, relationships they can be organic to a certain degree, but they have to be intentional. You have to plant the seed. You have to water it. You have to weed it. You have to look for vouchers come in and steal your seed. And you have to always remember that the person that you're with is not the person you're going to stay with. What I mean is everybody grows. And you gotta be looking at that person every day through fresh eyes. You gotta look for a reason to love that person, be with that person, see something new in that person. And if you're a person that you feel like you've got complacent in a relationship, do something to level yourself up. I don't care if it's go read a new book and bring something to the table every single day with the intention that at any day, this person that I said that I love and I want to be with, it can be somebody new, but I don't want to keep them the same way. I don't ever want to take them for granted because it's pee in the pool, and I'm not going back out there. I already told him, you're not going back out there. He said, how you going to make sure? I would say, because either we're going to be in a box together or I'm going to be wearing your ashes.
You going to drop a chlorine tablet in there?
Because we're not.
Put some chlorine in that water.
So I said,
chlorine get it all out.
You going where, nickel?
Chlorine get it all out.
But then they pee again.
And pour some more chlorine.
And then you try, your skin is itching and
it is what it is, but the chlorine, but it ain't no
I'm not going back. Look, I can't swim, nigga. I'm not going back to the pool.
I used to say, I'm not going back to the pool. I used to say, this shit don't work. Relationship I'm in, this shit don't work. Like, I'm done. And I would love to think that, but like,
I'm not doing it.
I feel like I said that after my last relationship.
I'm coming to one of your parties and get a friend. I'm not going back.
I got one. Matter of fact, I got you. For
plug. Okay.
Schedule your party. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was a shameless plug. Virtual parties, in-person parties. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not a part of that.
I'm sorry.
Back to the pool.
Okay, back to the pool. I think if I would have kept that same mindset come out of my last relationship, I don't think I would be, where I am now. I know you're looking at me like, yeah, nah, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
I get you.
I feel what you're saying.
I don't got it in me no more.
No, and how about this? Let us say that. Let us say, yes, the pool is pissy. It was pissy when we got in it before. It was pissy when we got. It was pissy when I got back in the pool.
I'm just listening.
Okay,
I'm just a listener.
It was pissy when we got back in before. But
I'm like y'all.
Let's just say we don't have it in us. I don't have another relationship in me either, right? I don't have that in me. I have situationship possibly left in me. I haven't
had that friend. I don't. I'm just gonna let it dry up. I'm gonna go give it a funeral.
No,
we gonna sit on the porch, and I will.
That's what you said.
I can listen. I cannot. I don't seen, and I just be like, this is what God, listen. Okay. If you ain't got nothing else in the bag, I be feeling sorry. I just can't.
I feel what you're saying.
But
it's the
to the cheap.
It's the vulnerability. I think when a woman decides, to cheat physically or emotionally. Now I think once a woman crosses the line with the person that they were emotionally bonded with and doing things with, then it crossed physical. I think that's kind of like just like a bonus, really, to the woman. It's not that it was sex. I don't think it's always sexual women. Now, granted, there are some marital relationships or some relationships where that man ain't fucking and that woman wants some, and she might be like, look, what we gonna do? Are we gonna have rules established? Can I go get me some? Or you decide what you want some? But it takes a minute to get there. It takes a minute to get there. I think I'm going to say our age group. Now, this age group, these new age, I don't know if the new age girls really just give it up like that or if it's really maybe just what you see on the Instagram and this and that. I don't think a lot of the young girls are just willy-nilly giving it up. But then you do have some that are just willy-nilly giving it up, right? I think I've seen a good balance of both. But I think for our age, I don't think we just randomly just sleeping with whoever.
Why do you think
we would just rather.
Why do you think that?
What?
Why do you think that when you talk about the two generations, the different generations? Why do you think that?
Because it take a lot. Because shit.
What the younger girls having like easier to have sex?
The two generations. You said your older generation. Mm-hmm. They were not as susceptible as the newer generation may be. So why?
It's just that? Like just running off and just having
that's what I'm saying.
Just aimless, unintentional sex. Possibly.
So that's what I'm asking.
I think at their age. We probably did. Like, you had your Freakniks, you had your Kappa Beach parties. Like, we had the events where we was doing all the things. So I'm not going to say that we weren't as I hate to use the term loose, but let's just say because I'm old school. We were just not. We were whatever. Free. I think we just didn't have social media to record it in our day.
They was loose, y'all. I don't
think we had so much.
I don't know why they think we can't talk free here.
Right. Okay. So, sexually expressive.
There you go.
I think today, I think social media probably has allowed some girls to think. I think what it is that they see a whole bunch of the likes and the loves and the hearts and the comments on the girls with their ass and their titties out, and the girl that's covered or that's not flaunting or flossing, or don't have their picture airbrushed. You know, because the Instagram people,
everybody's
they can
talking
have
about
shit
what they
airbrushed.
do. So you like, if you don't do this on the first night, you don't do it like that.
all
Then you're
this,
not
this,
as
and this.
wanted because
So,
you don't.
I think that plays a role in it. But let's just be honest. We didn't have social media in our day to where we had that pressure, but we still had dudes to say, "Hey, you need to do this, this, and that." Like, it's not like we didn't have the pressure to perform on the first night or do whatever. We still had that. But I think at our age, back to to get back on the topic of why do women cheat? I don't think it's a whole lot of women that are cheating because of sexual non-fulfillment.
Let me say this.
But let me ask you this after you say that. Let me ask you
Go
this
ahead.
as the only man
Go
here.
ahead. Go ahead.
As the only man here, you just heard us vomit about the emotional.
Honestly, I'm the only man here. It's nothing but women.
Big sexy left you hanging tonight, but it's okay.
Big sexy.
You have to run this back.
No, you're number one.
So, how does a man miss after you heard us talk about the emotional things and the hints and the how it's mostly emotional, it's more chance of an emotional cheat than a physical cheat. Number one, do men even care? Does men care more about an emotional cheat or a physical cheat? And how do y'all miss the signs? Like, how do y'all let it get dormant or stagnant or laissez-faire? Just
one word.
complacent. That's what I want to say. How do y'all let it get like
Yeah, you beat me to it. Complacency.
But do y'all like that? Do you like that at home?
It's an intentional.
No.
Is that a piece for y'all?
Because at times
Do
it's
y'all
not
cross the peace line
intentional,
with
and sometimes
complacency?
it becomes intentional.
Explain.
Men we can become complacent when it's laid out.
What do you mean?
She does this, and this. I ain't got nothing to worry about.
When she's predictable.
It's predictable. Remember that
she
Tyler
not
Perry?
going
Remember that
nowhere.
Tyler Perry
she
movie
not
that
going
shit that she had with Gabrielle Union, and Gabrielle Union knew him.
Good deeds.
Good deeds, and she called him day in and day out. It's the same thing, same narrative. A dude can get complacent. So guess what? I don't have to invest my whole 100% into you. I can give you my 50.
Because I got you.
Because I've already established the ground rules. I've already established that. So I ain't got to keep investing into you. But let me tell you what men, our downfall. Fuck y'all, guys. So, men, downfall, because I'm giving a cheat code right now. And I said this, and I would tell people this, it was years ago when I did have hair. Shout out to the bald head beard dudes. We still
Nothing wrong
look
with a
good
bald
with the
head
bald
beard.
head
And
beard
not at
dudes.
all.
Shout out to
Nothing
So anyway,
with
get off that bullshit. Hey,
with
that
the tattoo.
Hey, that's for another
With
another topic or whatnot.
Okay. Right.
Anyway, I know y'all was
You would like some? You good on your?
being nasty.
We was being grown.
That's it. Wrong.
I'm the only bald head man with a tattoo. I feel violated.
And don't.
Anyway, hey, look, real talk. So, an old school guy, once told me. He said, "What's the key?" And I know I asked him in the barbershop, and he was married to his wife. They've been married like 50 plus years. What's your key to how you stay married? What's the key? What's the key to how y'all keep it there? Guess what he told me? I will never forget. I remember it to this day like clockwork. Guess what he said?
What?
I still date my wife. He said I still date her.
We
Gotta be intentional.
we like.
Let me tell you something. He
We
said
like that.
I still give her flowers, the little cars. We go out on the little date nights whenever we can get. He said they fluctuate because of time. But we still do. He said, but I still do those things the things that I did to court her.
Yeah, to get her.
I still do it
That's all we
day
ask for.
and year in, because just because I engaged you, married you, I've been married to you, that don't mean for me to stop. I'm gonna keep going because that's what's keep going. Because guess what? I can know Thursday night, Wednesday night, that was date night.
And we get excited about that.
I mean, we do.
And it don't even have to be nothing, fellas. It don't have to be nothing elaborate.
Like,
It can be
we love a
just-
good steakhouse, but keep that shit. Like, take us to.
Man, you could be like, you know,
It's
we
the
finna go walk
time.
and have ice cream. We just gonna go to the park. We gonna get ice cream. We gonna walk.
Fellas, let me give
It's,
y'all.
it's the time that we want.
Hold on,
We
fellas,
want
let me give y'all a game real quick. It could be go to the gas station, get some hot wings at the gas station, go around the corner, get a daiquiri, and guess what? That's better than going to Del Frisco,
Absolutely.
Real
Moxie's,
Listen.
Philadelphia, not Philadelphia's. What's the no Vic and Anthony's.
Vic and Anthony, yeah.
It's better than that because it's the time that you took that she can appreciate.
We just wanna be with you.
We just
It
want,
can-
we want
it-
uninterrupted time.
It can even be let's go sit in the backyard and we can have something to snack on. And it gotta be a 4-course meal.
Especially if
That's
the
what
fence
y'all.
is
That's what y'all fail to realize. It can be. It can be whatever I can give you at that time,
time.
because the time that I spend with you is what matters.
That's it.
That's what that.
It
That's
could
what that
be a
school taught me.
staycation. If we can't make it out of
It
town,
can be a
if we
staycation.
can't go, you can't get flued out. I think a social media has done that thing. Girl, he flew me out. Okay, girl. So he put that little plane ticket on his company
Spirit.
credit card, or whatever. But did he take the time to plan something? We're gonna go eat
That's
here.
it.
Meet me at the Marriott Marquis or at the Hilton Americas.
That's
Or we're
it.
gonna go right there to Conroe. You know,
That's it.
and it's just a night out. Hey, pack your bag. We don't we don't even need to know. It's just the fact that you took the time
to think
to plan something,
with us in
the
mind.
effort with us in mind. I think any man can have any assistant or any person to get on Priceline, Southwest, and book a flight. You can book travel agents to do that. Anybody can do that shit. Anybody. I could go swipe my card and get my own Birkin, get my own Louis, get my own this and that. But I don't like to get my own flowers.
So my thing is my thing is this though, and it's along the lines where you're at. And so for my guys who may be watching this, I hope y'all are. It's nothing to cook a breakfast for your woman. Whatever may be your best meal that you know, she's gonna appreciate it just for the simple fact that you did it.
That's it.
Drop a little $10 for the cash app. Go to Starbucks on me.
No.
Yes.
This may be my best 2-egg scramble.
Listen.
And I can make that motherfucker like it ain't shit. Guess what? Boo. This my best. Guess what? That woman will appreciate it.
And will.
Because she knows that that's your best. This may be your best 3-egg omelet, ham, cheese, bell peppers, and onions and all that. She's going to appreciate it.
We gonna tell our friends, girl, he made me.
No, because first of all, she's not
I
going
ain't
to
telling my friends.
See, let me tell y'all something. While y'all listening right now, they're lying.
What?
They're lying. Because what they're going to say is, bitch, this nigga here didn't put this here. Let me tell you how he cooked me this, and he did this. But guess what? She's saying that because she's proud of him. She's happy for him. And guess what? She feel like that nigga did that for me.
For me.
And she like, that's mine. Even though she's telling to her friends, she like, get like me. That's what she's telling her friends. Get like me. Why she's saying that? Because she's proud that her man did that, and he did that specifically, excuse me, for her. Because he wanted it for her. So that's the thing, because when men go out of their way, because that's something for a man, he's nervous Gervous.
Nervous girl?
Nervous
What
Gervous
is he nervous
because
about?
I'm first of all, I'm finna cook for you. I'm finna go do something out of my norm for you. Like, ooh, I don't know how you gonna take that if I do this for you or whatnot. But fellas, let me give y'all a game right quick. Conversation rule the nation.
And
If I talk to her, and she tell me she like her eggs a certain kind of way just in conversation. If she like her eggs a certain kind of way in conversation. She might like her bacon hard. She might like her bacon soft. She might like her biscuits a little toasty. Hers a little soft.
We give you the game if we want you to.
Let me tell you something, fellas. Like I told y'all early, like Martin, turn these on.
Put your listening ears on.
If you listening,
We're gonna give you the game.
a woman gonna always give you the game on how she want to be treated.
She'll probably treat you how she
on
want to
how she want to treat you
And
because
we will.
because
we
let,
treat you first.
fellas,
treat you how we want to be treated.
game 1-on-1. While she's having a conversation with you, she's learning you, and she learning what you like, what you don't like, what you can kind of deal with, what you don't want to deal with, or whatnot. She's in her head. This way it's going right there. It's going. She's adding that shit.
Everything.
It's in there. So my thing is for you fellas, turn yours on. Start going. You ask small little conversation, girl, what them shoes is and what that size is on that. And you like, what? So he's like, leopard print? And that, what you need to be doing is going, I know she like leopard print. She a size medium in the pants, but that's in the jeans, but in her blouses, she may be this. In her shoes, she may be this. In her open toes, she may be this. Start taking notes, my guy. It gets you a long way. It gets you a long way. Then you be like, damn, she got me 10 toes. You know why? You know why she got you 10 toes? Because in her mind, you got her 10 toes.
In my mind.
Because you took the initiative to learn about her rather than just the superficial stuff that she told you.
Oh, but when we realized it was just in our mind that you had us 10 toes, and we realized you didn't have all your toes on the ground.
You had 8.
Heel.
It's
10,
going-
7,
Lean back
7.
on the heel. And can I add something too?
That's when we be like, I'm good.
And also, we love when y'all are open to us and y'all are not so hard. We love when you tell us what's in even if you just got a dream, you don't even know how it's gonna happen, but you just start dreaming with us. You just start talking. You just be like, you know, baby, I was thinking about this, that, and the other. Like, just being open and vulnerable and not always feel like you have to be so hard. Yeah, we want you to be protectors and all of that, but we like when you just lay on our chest and talk or hold on to us and just talk. And you don't always, and we don't look at you any different because you do that. And you know, we don't look at you like, oh, this nigga weak. Like, what you no, we need that from you.
The wrong woman may use it against you.
The wrong one.
See, y'all gotta know whose lap to lay in and give all your shit to.
Talking about Delilah.
So okay, we're talking about
part.
Delilah. We're talking about. So let me ask you this question: do you create that safe space for me to lay on your lap, and divulge that type of information? Do you create that space for me? Because now I'm telling you from men. This is from men to give y'all.
I have a question.
To give y'all insight on men.
Yeah. So
Do you create that space to where as though I can say, you know what, I can lay, and I don't feel like, because every Superman wants to take his cape off.
Clark Kent.
Every Batman wants to take his coat off. He wants to take his coat off.
I'm gonna somewhat disagree.
So let me ask you, but you said what you said. But do you create that space? Because for men, we want to be in a space to where as though we can say, you know what, I don't feel judged. I don't feel ridiculed. I don't feel like you're gonna use this against me. I don't feel like this is gonna be a negative reflection on me because once I tell you this, now you're gonna look at me like this is bitch ass.
Wait, so let me say it like this real quick.
And then I'll go.
I think it's on both. There's some women that don't create the space, and there's some men that won't take the space even when it's created.
Agreed. And
the reason why is because again, it goes back also to your level of healing. There's some men that won't take the space because they've been so conditioned that this is what a man does. A man don't cry. A man don't feel. A man drinks his problems away. A man only talks to his boys, and he just shows up this way in front of his women. And then there's some women that have been conditioned that a man don't do this, a man don't do that. This is how a man. If a man comes to you like that, this is a sign of weakness. So you have to know your partner, and you got to tippy toe into that space. And so you have to kind of gotta learn each other and wiggle each other because we were having a conversation one night and he was talking and I could see that there was a level that he wasn't going to. And we were talking about dreaming. He was like, nah, I ain't never really thought about it. And I said, would you give me some latitude here? Not to be disrespectful, but I call bullshit. And he was like, what you mean? I said, I believe that you want to dream, but you've never had a woman in your life that allows you to dream. But I'm telling you right now, you got that because I believe in you. I see you. I saw you when I first met you. And that's why I'm still here. Because you didn't know what I was seeing. And you told me, I put my hand on my chest and I told you, you can let it go. And you said, you're not ready yet. And I said, okay, I'll be here when you're ready. And so you have to know how to do that subtle dance with your partner and give them the latitude to grow into that space. And you gotta, if you know you don't have that one, then that's not your partner.
Talk to Mike.
I'm going to agree with some of what both of y'all said. I'm going to disagree with